good, man. Long time no see, right?
Yeah, I saw you earlier today.
Yeah, it was. I tried to get this guy to go eat lunch with me, and he didn't want to do it. He'd already eaten. So, yeah.
I did already eat. I ate a nice little brunch with my girlfriend and her grandparents who were in town. So
there we go.
it was a nice little spot on the island, Ridley's. If you've never been there, it's a nice little brunch spot.
I've not. So we're live here on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM, 98.7 FM. This is game number 1 of a doubleheader tonight. We have the Moody Trojans and the Ray Texans. Game number 2 is the Alice Coyotes and the Miller Buccaneers. And we are now live on MICSportsNetwork.com. So those of you will be able to watch along with tonight's game as well. We initially were under the impression that we'll have 2 games tomorrow afternoon. Jake Vasquez is going to set up to do the call with me tomorrow. It was going to start off at noon with the Flower Bluff Hornets and the King Mustangs, Marcos.
Yes.
And then it was going to be at 3 o'clock, London and Veterans Memorial. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be so great. I get to see London. I get to see Vets here at Cabness. I'm all set up for it. It'll be ready to go, doubleheader. They moved the game. It starts at noon tomorrow. So we're doing 1 game tomorrow. So instead of 4 games in 24 hours, we're going to do 3. Okay. How about that? Oh, I'm going to do 3 games in 24 hours.
That's still a lot of baseball.
It is a ton of baseball. But it's good.
Yeah, it is. As we've mentioned over and over, the competition is steep, so I'm excited for some good ball games. As we have the number 24 in Class 5A over the state of Texas. The Ray Texans coming into this one as the away team versus the Moody Trojans. And Moody, not too pretty of a year so far record-wise in terms of standings. But as we were talking about before the game, Doug, it seems like in these losses, they've been very competitive. They're not getting beaten around like maybe we've seen some other teams, that are on the bottom of the standings have some, big losses against some of these top teams in the area. And as we see with the Ray Texans, one of the top teams in the state. But this Moody Trojan team is a very competitive one. And as we mentioned before pregame as well, they lost. It was a 1-0 victory for the Ray Texans earlier this week.
Yeah, it was on Tuesday night when we were at the softball field. Hey, before we get any further, I want to say thank you to our sponsors tonight. We appreciate their support. That is AEP Texas, FX Game Exchange, G-Tech Communications, and the Taggart Motor Group in Portland. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for sponsoring our broadcasts on not only radio but on the MICSportsNetwork.com. As you mentioned, the Ray Texans ranked number 24 in Class 5A. They are number 1 in district right now at 11-2 overall. Veterans Memorial is second place at 10-2. They still have district ball games to go against Ray coming up next week, both Tuesday and Friday, and we will cover both of those games next week. We will not cover softball. We will be at baseball Tuesday and Friday, and possibly even Monday. We might pick up an extra game Monday.
Yeah, things are starting to heat up, Doug.
You're absolutely right. I did talk to Coach Keel, one of the assistant athletic directors here at CCISD. If Veterans Memorial and Ray split next week, 1 game each, they will be co-champs.
Wow.
And then one will go Division I, Vets will go Division I, Ray will go Division II.
So they're not even going to do a playoff.
They won't do a playoff. It's a co-champ.
Okay.
If they split the games. Obviously, if you win both, then you will have a district championship outright for either Ray and or for Vets.
Do you know if that was a decision between the coaches or they just...
I don't know any other detail other than what I said. That's all I got from him. I say, how's it going to shake out if they tie? Will there be... Because I was asking in terms, will there be a playoff series?
Yeah, I think earlier in the season we were talking with him and he said there might end up being a playoff for that, like a little 3-game series or something for that 1 seed. But I guess, since they're going to go into different divisions once they go to the playoffs, then I guess it doesn't really matter too much.
You're right. It doesn't matter too much. Ray is on an 11-game win streak.
Wow.
They have not lost, I believe, since the early part of March. And, of course, they defeated Moody 1-0 on Tuesday night. Let's get down to the starting lineup. First up for the Ray Texans, they are the visiting team. Ray is 21-6 overall. They're 11-2 in district play. And as Marcos and I have both mentioned, they are ranked number 24 in Class 5A. Veterans Memorial coming in ranked at number 19 overall in Class 5A. And in the top 50 that Texas High School Baseball puts out, Veterans Memorial comes in ranked at 50. Of the top 50 teams in the state, all classifications.
Wow.
So let's get to the lineup for the Ray Texans. Leading things off will be the second baseman, number 8, MJ Vela. Batting second, the catcher, number 16, Josh Hernandez. Batting third, playing third base, number 6, O.J. Ruiz. Playing first base and batting cleanup, the big young fella, number 22, Aaron Castillo. Pitching tonight, batting fifth, Jaron Sandoval. Batting sixth, left fielder number 11, Luke Wyrick. Batting in the 7th spot, the shortstop number 1, Ethan Garza. Batting 8th, right fielder number 2, Jason Gutierrez. And playing center field and batting 9th is number 9, Isaiah Solis. Marcos defensively for the Moody Trojans.
Defensively for the Moody Trojans. Out in the outfield, we're going to have Gonzalez, Gano, LeBlanc. I give you a good, I know.
Hey, it's okay.
You know, I'm starting off hot. I
Yeah.
started off hot right there.
Yeah, you are.
And then,
Hey, we're human, right?
on the left side of the infield, we got Vega and Trevino. On the right side is going to be Garza de los Santos. And then the two guys that we're going to be seeing a lot of tonight, obviously, is going to be the pitcher, number 13, Anthony Reyes, and behind the plate, number 5, AJ Ortiz.
I didn't think Ray realized that the introductions were being done. They were still in the dugout. Now they're all coming out late to go down lineup along the line.
Yeah, they were getting some late warm-ups done, and then they had a little pregame prayer.
I appreciate that. Really, really do.
And now, the starting lineup.
Ray, of course, for those of you on News Talk KEYS, they're wearing their red tops with the gray pants. The white numbers, a very good contrast. And sitting down on the front row, Veterans Memorial Eagle head coach Lee Yeager. He's getting his scouting in early. How about that?
Yeah, we always see typically. And then he's over there talking to Coach Quintanilla from Flower Bluff. So they're both getting some scouting done.
Very, very close game with that. Moody and having an improved year, and they are just really on the cusp of turning things around. Now, if the Moody can win this game tonight, they'll improve to 5-7. Alice is 5-6 tonight. If Alice defeats Miller, they will improve to 6-6. So Moody has an opportunity with a couple of games to go in there to try to get up in there.
And then they play Flower Bluff, who's also been in the mix.
Right. So. And then Flower Bluff right now is sitting in the 4th spot at 7-4.
So Moody has
King can beat Flower Bluff tomorrow.
Yep.
There's a shot that Moody sweeps. They could tie. They'll have the head-to-head. I mean, they could go in. You know.
Yeah, all of the
so many things in play.
Their playoff hopes for the Moody Trojans are 100% out in front of them, and they are in control of their destiny.
We're going to pause for the introduction and the playing of our national anthem. We'll then return in a moment. Stay with us.
The United States flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly all of us should stand, place our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your caps. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the anthem is played.
Well, here's hoping to a really good competitive game tonight. We've had our fair share of some games that have been pretty lopsided so far, and it's getting to that point in time of the year, Marcos, to where it's crunch time. Every game really has an extra importance on it, and that's the same thing in here tonight. Yeah. Ray wants to be on a hot streak going against Veterans Memorial next week. As we mentioned just a second ago prior to the national anthem, the Moody Trojans trying to get at that 4th and final playoff spot, so there's a lot that can happen.
Yeah, we talked about it just as the anthem was starting, and that it is particularly in the hands of both of these ball clubs. Sadly for some of these teams towards the bottom of the district, they're kind of out of it. You know what I mean? And they know that they might have been out of it for a while, but the two teams that we have here tonight, we got Ray over here fighting for first place, and then Moody over here trying to get into that last playoff spot. And the guys that they're playing are the guys that are in front of them or tied with them or right there neck and neck with them. So
there's nothing more fun than playing spoiler, but also securing the spot in there. If you can knock off a district championship away from them, give them a third loss for the Ray Texans, that's exactly what the Moody Trojans want to do.
It's been a long time coming, too. I mean, this Texans team, as you said, they haven't lost in about, over a month?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's definitely been a while. Hopefully we'll see our friend Jake Vasquez here tonight. Maybe we can get some information on stats.
Yeah, it has been over a month. Their last loss was in March 6th against Rouse, and that was a 2-1 loss.
Leander Rouse.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll be ready to rock and roll here in just a second. MJ Vela leading things off for the Ray Texans. He was 0 for 2 on Tuesday with a strikeout. You have his batting average over there, don't you?
MJ Vela?
Yes, sir. Number 8.
Let me pull it up.
Umpire says play ball. And
MJ Vela, the leadoff man, he's batting .270 on the season.
second baseman, number 8, MJ Vela.
Got 20 hits and 74 plate appearances. And he has walked 5 times on the season.
Vela, the batter.
We're waiting on the first pitch. It's low for ball number 1. Of course, the Moody pitcher's Anthony Reyes. Vela takes first. 1-0 count. Just underway here at Cabnis. Vela high chops that one over to third and out into the outfield. An old school base hit here from Cabinets Field. When this was dirt all infield, like they would hit a certain spot right there and just hop over the third base. And whether you thought it was an error or not, back in the day, that was a Cabinets hit. Well, that reminded me of Marcos right there. And you've only played here since it's been turf, correct?
Yep.
That was a hard high chop.
Yeah. And that's what the turf here, that's one of the perks and one of the detriments as well is whenever you get a hard hit ball hit straight down, it acts like a trampoline and that ball shoots up and over the head of Vega there.
Throw to first, not in time. Hernandez now was 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts on Tuesday night. He hit that ball hard, and it's a mile, and it's back deep, and it is into the bullpen. Off of the plywood that's up high about 8-10 feet in the air. My goodness, he smacked that ball, Marcos.
Yeah, to say the least, he turned on that one. We know Hernandez has a lot of power. We saw him unleash it there, but at the end of the day, it's a long strike.
And the conditions are really favorable. Runner goes, throws down to second, and it's hops out into the outfield, but backing up was a heads-up play by Garza backing up Trevino. The throw kind of one-hopped in, and Trevino did everything he could to catch it, Marcos, and it just popped up in the air. It's a 1-1 count now to Josh Hernandez.
Good job backing up by Garza so that ball doesn't skip out into the outfield. But it was a pretty good throw. I thought they had a chance at him. Just Trevino couldn't handle that one hopper. Came in a little tight on him.
And that ball slicing out of the outfield. That's a long run. It's going to ground rule double. So the run will come home. And it's a quick 1-0 lead for the Ray Texans.
Well, that stolen base shows to be very crucial as the ground rule double brings them in from second base.
Number 3.
And the Texans are 2 for 2 on the day.
Carlos Luna running for Hernandez. Here is the third baseman, number 6, O.J. Ruiz, who was 2 for 2 with an RBI and a walk on Tuesday's game with a 1-0 victory here at Cabinets over Moody. Takes the first pitch, strike one. That ball had a slice to it, opposite for Hernandez. Especially after he pulled that one about a mile. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's doing a great job using the whole field.
1-1 the count.
A lot of young players, especially, they become one-dimensional. You know, they start to seeing, oh, I can hit the ball hard if I pull it, and they ignore that other half of the field.
Advantageous to take what they give you. They're going to throw to second, and that could be very dangerous.
And that is Carlos Luna on second base pinch running.
One count to O.J. Ruiz. Aaron Castillo on deck. That lefty will put it on Saratoga. That ball's hit high and in the air, but back out into center field. Cano makes the grab, tagging up from second and heading over to third for the Ray Texans. It's Luna.
The first baseman.
Well, Ruiz got a lot of that one, but not enough to get over the head of Cano out in center. But it is deep enough to get Luna, who has some great speed, over to third base.
It was deep enough, you're right, deep enough for him to tag up. Castillo was 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts on Tuesday. Takes the first pitch outside, ball one. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2 tonight has Alice coming in, taking on the Miller Bucks. And then Jake Vasquez will be and I will be here tomorrow for a 1 game with King and Flower Bluff.
There's a foul ball out of play. The foul balls are being sponsored.
I don't know that I've seen Flower Bluff play this year.
I think we did 1 game with them earlier.
And Richard Nava from
I think we might have did
You
one.
and I did?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I've seen them. I also could be making stuff up.
They all start to run together.
No, they do. Over the seasons, too.
Inside for ball number 2. That's what I'm saying. They all run together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had them here this year.
Might not. Sometimes that's just how the schedule works out.
Yeah. It's not an intentional slight to any team. 2 balls and 1 strike. Castillo, the big lefty. And he rips that down the line, foul. And it's still rolling towards the bullpen.
Castillo, the cleanup hitter, hitting .306 on the season and has a team-leading 31 RBIs. So if you want a guy who's going to be able to bring in a runner, this is the guy you want at the plate for the Texans.
And he can do anything right now. A pop fly brings a second run home.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter whether he's on base or not. I mean, he could bring another run home and get an RBI.
And with the infield in, a hard-hit baseball has a chance of very good chance of getting through.
Fouls it off. And I know one thing from watching Castillo play last year at Veterans and not only here this year at Ray, he can hit the ball hard.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard.
We saw him put one on to Saratoga earlier this year.
He hit one in a playoff game at Yoakum last year. And I saw that it was a monster hit. There was no doubt that when it came off his bat, it was gone. Inside for ball 3, brings it now to a full count from Reyes.
You know, you never don't want to walk a guy, but you also don't want to give this guy anything that he could get a hold of, because putting a runner on, you know, you still got a double play in order. You might be able to get out of this inning that way. You got to be careful here not to serve one up.
Got him looking. Wow.
And that was just a well-located fastball that froze Castillo after a couple off-speed pitches. Great job on the mound by Reyes, getting his second out of the inning. And sitting down one of the better hitters in this Texan lineup.
Here is the pitcher, Jaron Sandoval, who was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout on Tuesday. Sandoval rips that foul. He's one of the young men who I've known his parents since before they were married. Start to sound like broken record with some of the people I know around this time. You know, so I guess you get a little bit older when you, well, I knew his parents here, and I knew this over there, and I knew that. And you start seeing these families and these young men growing up. He's got a younger brother coming up through the ranks in middle school. And that's popped up in the air. Giving back a run is De Los Santos, calling everybody off, and makes the grab in shallow right field for the third and final out of the inning. But the Ray Texans score first. They lead 1-0. We're going to step aside for a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Are you bored of your old video games or game console? Head over to FX Game Exchange and find something new from Atari 2600 to PlayStation and Xbox. FX has what you're looking for. Buy, sell, or trade your old games for new ones. They also repair consoles and controllers and discs. So race on over to FX Game Exchange and check out their huge selection of video games, board games, collectibles, and so much more. Happy gaming from FX Game Exchange, 2033 Airline Road.
At GTech 360, we're proudly connecting the South Texas Coastal Bend community. With reliable high-speed internet and state-of-the-art security and alarm systems, your home and business stays seamlessly connected and protected. Enjoy hassle-free setup with free installation, no credit checks, and absolutely no data caps. And if you ever need us, our local support is here 24/7. GTech 360, closing the digital divide, one connection at a time. Give us a call at 361-777-1400.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. I'm Doug Kesterson alongside Marcos Marroquin. This is the bottom half of the first inning, and leading off for the Moody Trojans will be the shortstop number 2, Landon Trevino, followed by left fielder number 14, Ernesto Gonzalez. Batting third, first base number 22, JJ De Los Santos, and batting cleanup, third base number 17, Neo Vega. Batting fifth, right fielder number 8, Gael LeBlanc. Batting sixth, the designated hitter number 23, Aragon Padron. Batting seventh, center fielder number 1, Braden Cano. Batting eighth, second baseman number 7, Christian Garza. And batting ninth, the catcher number 5, AJ Ortiz. Defensively,
for the Ray Texans, we have Luke Wyrick in left, Isaiah Solis in center, Jason Gutierrez in right. Going around the diamond now, OJ Ruiz in the hot corner, Ethan Garza at short, MJ Vela at second, Aaron Castillo at first. Behind the plate, number 16, Josh Hernandez, and on the bump for the Ray Texans, number 5, Jaron Sandoval.
Trevino was 0 for 3 in Tuesday's loss. He hits the first pitch and is out into right field. It's one hops in for a leadoff single.
Great piece of hitting. We were mentioning it earlier, Doug. It's advantageous to use the entire field, and Landon Trevino does it there, shooting that one opposite field, and it drops in. And now both teams have had their first hitter on, and that's a sign of, potentially an inning that could bring you a run.
Here's Ernest Gonzalez. Was 1 for 3 on Tuesday with a walk. First pitch is low and away, ball 1 from Sandoval. The Moody out-hit Ray in that ball game. 6-3. Moody had 5 walks and 7 strikeouts. Ray had 5 walks and struck out 12 times. So they were getting it done. It was just one of those, all you need is one run, and that's what it was. That ball's popped up. A long run. See if somebody can grab it. He made the catch. My goodness, what that was in foul territory.
Wow, what a grab out there by Jason Gutierrez.
Wow, I didn't expect him to hang on to that one. Normally that hard of a hit and rolling like that, normally the turf will pop that ball out of your glove.
Yeah, that was an outstanding run and a great grab by Gutierrez just off of the frame of our camera because that's how deep into foul territory he had to go.
Right.
What a great defensive play.
Here's number 22, J.J. De Los Santos, who was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts on Tuesday. What a nice curveball that was. It's fair. The only throw is to first. He dropped it. They would have had him, too.
Owen.
And E3.
And De Los Santos, I think he rolled his ankle or his knee buckled or something whenever he went into first base. A little shaken up, but I think he's all right. And you said that's an E3?
I'm saying it's an E3. Don't you think he had the ball in his
Yeah, it
glove?
was a catchable ball.
Here's number 17, Neo Vega, was 1 for 3 in the game on Tuesday. A good lead on first. And then timeout. Of course, I say that, and he walks back. You can see the lead there on MICSportsNetwork.com. He's inching in like they're both ready to go. The ball's hit and fouled off. Into the bleachers where the opposing, or the next teams will probably be. That's where the Alice Coyotes will go get set up here in a little bit.
And Richard Nava, Law Group.
They're sending George Batchelor over to go get it. And a new baseball ends. And oh, no balls, 1 strike to Neo Vega.
I think Batchelor was in the lineup just last week against the Miller Bucks whenever they played.
He gets away from the catcher, and both runners will move up 90 feet. Hernandez, it kind of slipped and had a spin on it off of his either chest protector and or shin guards, and it kind of rolled away a little bit. So
Yeah, from the sound that our crowd might picked up, I think that was off of a shin guard there, Doug. And it just got the right angle. Hernandez unable to get fully in front of it, and it skips away. And now that gives the Trojans 2 runners in scoring position. Still only 1 out, and it takes away the double play.
So a 1 ball, 1 strike count to Neo Vega. Runners on second and third, a chance to tie this game. Hard hit, fouled off, counts 1-2.
We went to that curveball. Vega was just out in front of it.
It's got a good movement on it today, don't it?
Yeah, it's a good change of speed.
LeBlanc on deck.
Just got to be careful with sometimes those big hanging curveballs. You really got to make sure you hit your location.
Said, get off my plate with the next pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I was looking at the stats. They do not have Sandoval credited for any wild pitches this year.
And I would
He's
probably
hit 6 batters.
I would give the one before, that we saw earlier this inning, probably a pass ball as well. I think Hernandez would tell you that he needs to get that one. One of the better catchers in the area.
Fouled it off again and staying alive. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Neo Vega. What a kind of a gloomy, rainy morning. Sure has cleared up, and what a nice day it is right now. The sun's out. High chop. Garza going to fire over to first. We're tied at 1, but the out is retired. De Los Santos makes his way to third base, and Landon Trevino comes home with a 1-1 game.
Runner at third, 2 outs.
Vega on a 6-3 put out brings up the right fielder, number 8, Gael LeBlanc.
Well, nothing special there,
No.
but it was hit soft enough to where it gave Trevino a chance to get in, and he did. A good read right there at third base, and he gets in the Trojans' first run of the game.
I think Garza didn't have much of a choice but to stay back and wait on
Yeah.
him. Oh, big swing and a miss from LeBlanc to strike one. If Garza could have attacked that, it could have been maybe got the run at home. But again, those high chops today. Throw him another curveball, he'll miss it, and it's strike two.
Yeah, that curveball from Sandoval, you're really starting to see it. The effectiveness of it early.
I looked at it earlier, a 2.47 ERA on him this year. 4-0 in 9 appearances. That's pretty good. The 0-2. High chop to Sandoval off of his glove. The run will come home, and the runner is safe. Moody leads.
So the Trojans taking the lead here in the first off of that infield single just off the glove of Sandoval. Another high chopper in the infield. Ethan Garza comes charging, trying to get it over to first base. Can't get it in time.
Here's the designated hitter, number 23, Aragon Padron, who was 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout on Tuesday. A little bit low for ball one to Padron. You know, if this is a game where Moody can battle tight and hang in this one, pick off this win over the Ray Texans, snap an 11-game win streak, it might be beneficial for the Ray Texans moving forward in the playoffs. You get one of those uh-oh games out of the way, you know? Because you don't want that in the playoffs at all. Sandoval rears back and fires a fastball down on the outside corner. Strike one, 1-1.
Yeah, it's not unusual to kind of get that from some of these playoff teams. You know, you're cruising. They're on an 11-game win streak. You know, you're dominating everybody, playing really good baseball against some of the best teams in the area. And, you know, sometimes it slipping up might be due.
Off the glove, off the ump. Everybody's safe. Off the glove of Sandoval, a hot shot, and then off of Art Green.
Wow.
That's going to leave a mark.
So the Trojans have 3 hits, and I don't think a single one have left the infield.
No.
Wow.
No, the first one did. Torvino's did. He went to the gap.
You're right. He did. He poked it into the outfield. But the last 2 of them have not. But, hey, that's the way it goes sometimes in baseball.
Yeah. Did you get the one off of Green?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe that might be a clip to pull in there. Hey, you got to pay attention. So you say you want a ref, be an umpire. Here is center fielder number 1, Braden Cano. Oh, that cute curveball breaks on the outside back door.
And Hernandez was setting up inside before that pitch was thrown. And right as he was letting the ball go, he jumped to the outside corner, and they got that backdoor curveball. Playing a little cat and mouse right there.
Oh, threw it again, and I guess it was just a little bit off the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, they tried to get it again. This one just a little bit too far off. They don't get the call.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Moody leading 2-1.
Moody does have speed on second.
Fouled off. Count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moody has a lot of overall team speed. Hey, and there's a really good game going to go on tonight at the softball field. It's 7:30. It's Carroll and Veterans Memorial.
Oh, wow. That'd be a game to watch.
But right here, we got a good one.
We got a good one, too. Already, 2-1.
See some runs here, and we're not even out of the first inning yet. And strikeout to end the inning. Kano goes down swinging, but the Trojans take a 2-1 lead. We're headed to the top of the second inning. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably haven't heard about us yet, but you will. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've won Caller Time Best of the Best the last 3 years in a row. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we are battling for justice and winning for the community.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
From the city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your vibe. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming,
The collectively cool.
the creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, I'm Doug. He's Marcos. This is the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Ray Texans is the left fielder, number 11, Luke Wyrick, followed by shortstop number 1, Ethan Garza, and then right fielder number 2, Jason Gutierrez. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters duel up here in the top half of the second inning for the Ray Texans, trailing 2-1. Game 1 of a doubleheader here today. We will see the Alice Coyotes and the Miller Bucks battle it out. First pitch set for 8 o'clock.
Fielder Luke Wyrick.
I went yesterday to go recognize our Student Athlete of the Week, Haley Ortega at Santa Gertrudis. The softball team, they're outstanding. It's a 1-0 pitch, or 1-0 count, sorry, to Wyrick. When I left, I got to about a mile west of the airport. It rained on me the whole way yesterday. Inside ball 2.
It's a decent
all the
drive.
way to Kingsville.
Yeah.
All the way, the whole time to Kingsville, and probably the whole way back until I got close to home, and then it cleared up. And then we had a lot of rain overnight and in today, so I know we needed it. And there's strike number 1 from Reyes.
Just hope that it seeps into the watershed, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But the field looked like it has been washed.
Yeah,
It looks pretty clean
the
today.
field looks good.
Swing and a miss from Wyrick is strike number 2. It's a 2-2 count. Wyrick on Tuesday struck out 3 times. They were telling me, the grounds crew guys here at Cabinets Field, that a little bit of water got underneath the tarp. Ball 3, full count to Wyrick. But that with the sun coming out and the heat that it brought with it a little bit, and of course they worked a little bit of magic out there and did it. It's very playable. It's in pretty good shape considering the amount of rain we had. And they had leaf blowers out there making sure everything all around the mound was dry today. Hard chopper foul.
Yeah, the mound does look a little bit dark, a little,
Yeah,
not muddy, but, you know.
darker than normal.
Yeah,
Like we've had rain.
a little moist, yeah. Good at bat going on here.
Yeah, full count to Wyrick. Right off the end of the bat, slow rolling. Picked up, throws over, 1 away. 4-3 put out. Garza to De Los Santos. Brings up the shortstop number 1, Ethan Garza.
Good job battling right there by Anthony Reyes. A long at bat. Wyrick was putting up a fight, but then he gets a soft contact. Good job by Reyes to get the first out of the inning.
Garza was 0 for 3 with a strikeout on Tuesday. Foul. We haven't seen really a very hard hit ball in this ball game yet, besides Hernandez putting that off the wall in foul territory.
I think O.J. Ruiz also got some good contact on his kind of fly out.
But for the most part, after these pitchers have settled in a little bit, a strike number 2. Outside corner. Reyes, the windup and fouls it off again.
One thing I'm seeing from Reyes is that he has good velocity. It's not overpowering velocity, but it's good velocity. But more importantly, he's locating his fastball really well. On that one right there, that ball is high and tight, a little bit off the plate to where Garza has to protect, but he can't really do anything with that pitch.
Gets away. Ball 1. Is that just a ball, or would you give that a wild pitch?
It's a ball. I mean, there's nobody on base, so.
Unless you're Wild Thing Ricky Vaughn, right? Again, battling and over the dugout.
Into the dugout.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully everybody's okay.
And oops, right?
Yeah.
Reyes does not have the fastest pace on the mound, but he's not the slowest pitcher we've seen either. Slow chop over to third, grabbed easy. Vega fires over to first. There's 2 down. Again, he's had back-to-back ground balls like that, 1 to second and now 1 to third, where it's just a little bit of a slow roller.
Yeah, and oftentimes I think us as fans and people who love baseball, we could get caught up a little bit in the strikeout numbers.
Right.
But I'd rather have a shorter at-bat and that gets me a ground ball out than go have a 7-pitch at-bat that gets me a strikeout.
First pitch to Jason Gutierrez is in for strike 1.
You know, if you
I'm with you.
If you work efficiently, you know, you'll be more effective later into the ball game.
Hopefully, he won't have as many pitches. Fouled off and out of play, but the Ray Texan batters are battling. They're in their
They
fight.
are.
Balls are being sponsored by Rudy Floyd, alumni from Moody.
But as you see, a lot of these at-bats here, you know, Reyes is getting ahead in the count early. And that gives him a little bit of room to, you know, pick and choose what he wants to do here to try and put him away.
Again, fouling off out of play.
There's another foul ball.
He's been late.
Out of baseballs.
Yeah, bring some more in. They have a foul ball sponsor today. Moody does. Alumni. They're definitely proud of that Moody Trojan baseball team.
Well, if you look over there on the outfield fence, you might see why.
Yes, sir.
04-07 state champions.
Class 5A and then Class 4A. Moody will be dropping down to 4A next year. The enrollment numbers are down. Hard hit line drive right to the first baseman. De Los Santos gets it, catches it. It's 3 up, 3 down. It's still 1-2, Moody leading, or 2-1, sorry, Moody leading over Ray. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. Stay with us.
This April, your drive makes a difference. During our Drive for Driscoll event, every time you take a test drive at any Sames location in Laredo, Corpus Christi, or across the Rio Grande Valley, we'll donate $10 to Driscoll Children's Hospital. No purchase necessary, just drive. Help us support the children and families who need it most. Visit Sames this April and Drive for Driscoll. Let's drive for smiles.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
High school baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. I'm Doug. He's Marcos. It's the bottom of the second inning, and due up for the Moody Trojans is the second baseman, number 7, Christian Garza, followed by the catcher, number 5, A.J. Ortiz, and then back to the top of the order for number 2, Landon Trevino. 2-1 Moody here in the bottom half of the second inning.
It'll be interesting to see how Sandoval bounces back after that weird first inning that he had.
Right.
The Trojans got multiple infield singles. Kind of a chaotic first inning. Let's see how he responds here.
Well, 1 pitch and 1 strike. Fouled off to the net. Who was that? Here's the windup and inside for ball 1. Considering Sandoval's a junior, he has pretty good control of what he wants to do.
I would agree with that.
Check swing. Did he go around?
They didn't get him.
Said he didn't go around.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't think he helped his case with when he spun around after the fact, but
I think that's what everybody.
I don't think he went on the initial attempt.
High fastball, couldn't lay off of that one. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Oh, it hit him.
Yeah, it did hit him. I thought I heard something as the ball was coming in, and I guess I heard right as the home plate umpire signals that is a hit by pitch, and Garza gets himself on base.
I think it's the 7th batter hit by Sandoval this year. Yes, I was right. How about that? I remembered something. Ortiz, the catcher, squaring up. 0 for 2. Back down to first. He dropped it. That's the second time Castillo's dropped a ball today out of his glove.
In his defense, that one was off the turf, but, you know, with the good scoop and tag, that would have been a really close play.
I'm seeing it go in the glove, though.
Yeah, that one, it looked like it bounced off the palm. Virtually no lead at first.
Lays down the bunt. Sandoval fields it, throws it, 1 out.
And that's why there was no lead, as they get the sacrifice bunt that moves over the runner. And a well-placed bunt right there by A.J. Ortiz. That's what you want out of your 9-hole hitter, to be able to put down a great bunt like that. Gets a runner over in scoring position, a little bit of small ball action.
Back to the top of the order. Here's number 2, Landon Trevino. 1 for 1. With a run. 1 for 1 with a run. Sandoval waits, sets. Low ball 1. I think he's probably remembering the first pitch he threw to Trevino. I think it was the first pitch Trevino saw, putting out into the gap of right center.
Well, if he were to do that again, then that'd bring in a run.
That's fouled out of play. It had a late break to it. I thought for a moment it was going to plunk Trevino on the shoulder.
Yeah, it did, Doug. That ball was high and a hanger, and then with some late bite, Trevino was trying to smack it but that ball was a little too up.
Couldn't lay off of that fastball. Strike 2, 1-2.
Well, whenever you're working off of that curveball, that's looks to me like it's in the 60s, and then you throw a fastball, even though Sandoval doesn't have overwhelming velocity, that really speeds up the timing of the hitter, and that's why Trevino was so late on that one.
A couple of the Eagles watching the game. Jordan Garza, Trey Hernandez. Looks like John Reyes. Got him looking on the outside corner. Strikeout number 2 in the ballgame for Sandoval. There's 2 down.
With 2 outs.
Great job by Sandoval.
He's got one swinging and one looking, and Trevino was not a fan of that one. Here's Ernest Gonzalez, who flied out to right. That was a nice diving grab from Gutierrez in foul territory. Slow run over. Garza going to fire to first. It was offline. Castillo grabs it, makes the tag, and kind of walks off gingerly, but that's the 3rd and final out. Unable to bring a run home. It's still 2-1. We're going to the top of the 3rd inning. Stay with us.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I didn't know it was a blood cancer. It's one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time, and I didn't feel like eating. This can feel scary, but if you know what to look for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you can get in touch with Blood Cancer United. They were there for me, and they can be there for you too.
Back here at Cabinets Field, Doug Kestris and Marcos Motto King. Glad you're with us here on News Talk KEYS. KEYS Corpus Christi. Moody leading the Ray Texans 2-1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Leading things off as the 9 hitter. And back to the top of the order for the Ray Texans. It'll be Isaiah Solis, MJ Vela, and Josh Hernandez. The 9-1-2. Good crowd on hand today. A lot of people in and out, up and down the stand so far. Solis, the lefty,
Isaiah Solis,
facing Reyes. Takes the first pitch, slices it. Is it fair? It is fair. On the line, rolling down the side. It's a double for Solis, leading things off here in the top of the 3rd.
Well, you can't ask for more than a leadoff double from your 9-hole hitter. Great job by Solis, just poking that one to the opposite field. It barely drops in for an easy stand-up double.
Brings up to the top of the order MJ Vela, who singled and scored the run for the Ray Texans. First pitch from Vela. Fouled off, strike number 1. Ray with an excellent opportunity to tie this game up with a runner in scoring position. So good teams, you want to see a team like this who is clearly playing for either an outright district championship, a co-district championship, or the minimum playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Want to work on your batting, work on being behind, work on all those situations that you have coming up that you will face going into the playoffs.
And then we have the 2 coaches from different schools. Head coach of the Veterans Memorial Eagles, Coach Yeager, and then Coach Quintanilla from Flower Bluff, as They're going to play Ray and Moody, respectively.
Hard shot to Trevino. He's going to throw back, and they got the lead runner. Wow.
Wow, Solis just got caught in no man's land, and a great heads-up play by Trevino, flipping it over to Garza, and then a great tag to get the lead runner.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great defensive play.
And I don't know if that was on Solis. I do not believe that Coach Ruiz would have sent him.
No, that was probably on Solis. He just didn't read it well. Got a little too far off the bag.
Here's Josh Hernandez. Hits it. Hanging. LeBlanc catching. He has to run back. Here's the throw. Is he going to make it in time? It does not. Now he gets to first base. They're going to hold it because it rolls into the dugout.
And a great job backing up by A.J. Ortiz.
Yes.
That saves the runner from going another 90 feet.
It's going to bring up third baseman number 6, O.J. Ruiz, who flied out to center. There's 2 down quickly.
The throw gave it a chance. It was on a one-hop, but De Los Santos couldn't reel it in. Pretty good defensive play so far for the Trojans.
Yes. This is the Moody baseball that I have come to expect. They got him the other way. Wow, they picked him off.
What a defensive inning right there for the Moody Trojans. Ending the inning with the pickoff after the heads-up play by Trevino earlier in the inning. And they catch the Texans sleeping on the base pass twice. What an amazing job by the Trojans. We'll see you in the top of the 4th.
Meat you buy from a big box retailer comes pre-cut and pre-packaged? Just because it looks fresh doesn't mean it is. At Staples Meat Market, you can rest assured that isn't the case. Staples Meat Market offers no preservatives, no nitrates, no additives. We believe meat should be held to the highest standard, from where it's sourced, where it's cut, and how it's sold to you. We know what's in our meat, and you should too. Ask where your beef comes from. Better yet, go where they already know. Staples Street Meat Market, Yorktown, and Staples.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years. Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. Defensively, Moody playing outstanding in this game, and they lead the Ray Texans 2-1. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Bottom of the 3rd.
It's okay. Here's JJ De Los Santos, Neo Vega, and Gael LeBlanc. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters do up this inning for Moody. Facing Jaron Sandoval. Each team with 3 hits. Ray has committed an error. This is a good test for the Ray Texans today. Very good test. First pitch from Sandoval is low and away for ball 1. And I was saying it prior to the final out of the top half inning. That ball makes its way to short. Garza picks it up, fires over to first. 1 away. On a 6-3 put out.
Brings up Nehemiah Vega.
But the way Moody's playing defensively, how they're attacking the plate and doing all that, that's the Moody Trojan team that I had grown accustomed to seeing over the past decade. You know, the Moody Magic team, when they come out and these stands are packed in the blue and gold, and Moody, you're just chanting away. It's nice to see these guys competing. First pitch from Vega fouled away for strike 1. And I want to make sure I'm being clear. I am not putting the other teams down.
No.
In the past. It's not a put down or anything, but just seeing this talent coming around, and they're playing hard. And that is a swing and a miss for strike number 2.
They do seem very well energized. As you said, playing very competitive after they got shut out on Tuesday.
High and outside for ball 1. One and 2 the count to Neil Vega. Ground ball over to Garza again. A nice throw once again. 6-3, 6-3. LeBlanc coming up. He singled his first at bat.
With 2 outs, he'll bring up
Garza's got a lot of work.
So far.
Yeah.
First pitch high and away for ball 1. Swing and a miss, makes it a 1-1. High and away for ball number 2. Getting some information. Keeping up with the Islander women's basketball as the transfer portal is officially open in college basketball. 2-1 count. 2-2.
It was a rough season for the
It was long.
women's basketball team.
Definitely long. 2-2 count. To the net. Remains 2-2.
I'd be interested to see how the offseason goes then.
There's one girl she was like the all-state player of the year or something in Georgia that's coming over to be point guard. Like dynamic player. And then there's a couple of players coming from Spain. So that Euro flavor coming back to the island.
Got some heavy Spanish roots.
Yes.
Here with Islander basketball and then
I don't know if you've
overseas.
I know we're doing a baseball game, but I love the way the Spanish players play the game of basketball.
Yeah, me too.
Ball 3.
And I know Manu Ginobili's Argentinian, but he
Right.
played in Spain for a
Yes.
couple years professionally. And I think he brought some of that flavor over to the NBA as well back in his days.
The payoff pitch. Ball 4. First walk issued in the ball game by both teams.
It's a close pitch, but a good take as LeBlanc gets on first base for the second time tonight. In his first at-bat, he had that RBI single.
Here's the designated hitter, number 23, Aragon Padron, who singled his first at bat. Nobody out. Sorry, they missed the board. Sorry, 2 out. My bad. It's 6-3 put out, 6-3 put out. I looked up at the scoreboard for a second. I'm like, hold on. Must have had to change something real quick. First pitch is outside for ball 1. I really like the Spanish influence, or not necessarily Spanish. Throw to first is a little bit low. The international flavor in baseball.
Oh, yes, as well.
I was going to say Spanish, but it's not Spanish. I want to say the international, so that includes everybody. The Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. There's a strike on the outside corner.
And even, I obviously love Latino baseball culture, but even Asia. Have you seen some of those Japanese, like their version of the World Series?
Oh, yeah.
They are crazy. You know, they have The stadium lights flashing and the stands are bumping and the crowd is chanting all 9 innings. It's electric.
Swing and a miss from Bodron is now makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I love how sports are such a very reflective of life. You know, you could see very much the different cultures and aspects of everything reflect itself on the field, on the court.
It's a great escape from reality.
Yeah.
And it's a good form of entertainment. That's popped up. Ruiz in foul territory by third base makes the grab for the 3rd and final out of the inning. The Texans get a runner on. They leave him stranded. They still lead the Ray Texans 2-1. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Are you bored of your old video games or game console? Head over to FX Game Exchange and find something new from Atari 2600 to PlayStation and Xbox. FX has what you're looking for. Buy, sell, or trade your old games for new ones. They also repair consoles and controllers and discs. So race on over to FX Game Exchange and check out their huge selection of video games, board games, collectibles, and so much more. Happy gaming from FX Game Exchange, 2033 Airline Road.
At GTech 360, we're proudly connecting the South Texas Coastal Bend community. With reliable high-speed internet and state-of-the-art security and alarm systems, your home and business stays seamlessly connected and protected. Enjoy hassle-free setup with free installation, no credit checks, and absolutely no data caps. And if you ever need us, our local support is here 24/7. GTech 360, closing the digital divide, one connection at a time. Give us a call at 361-777-1400.
Back here in Cavness Field, Doug and Marcos with you. It's a pretty easy and good going baseball game so far between Ray and Moody. It's a 2-1 lead for the Moody Trojans here with the top half of the 4th inning. And leading off will be continuing his bat is O.J. Ruiz, Aaron Castillo, and Jaron Sandoval. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Ray. And in between, during the commercial break, Coach Ruiz had the entire Ray Texan team out of the dugout, all gathered together by the first base coach's box in a quick meeting of sorts and some quick words, and they all seemed to kind of break out of the huddle a little bit and back into the dugout quickly and a little bit more pep in their step, should I say. Ruiz, high chop into the glove. It's a long one. They're going to say a foul ball.
Oh, would have been a great play over there at third. As Vega also made a good throw over to first base and a great scoop by De Los Santos. But, you know, at first I was thinking that's a break for the Trojans because that looked like a double from Ruiz after a great defensive play.
Corriel's coming out. It's like, hey, he got it. It's in fair territory. Now they're going to have a conversation that gives us an opportunity to say thank you to our friends at AEP Texas, FX Game Exchange, GTech Communications, and Taggart Motor Group in Portland. Appreciate you guys so much sponsoring our coverage, and not only our baseball coverage, but our softball coverage as well this season.
And in defense of the home plate umpire, he did call foul very quickly.
Yeah, he did.
I
saw his hand out.
Yeah, he was on it. I think what the Moody coach, I didn't see quite who it was that was coming out of the dugout.
That was Curiel.
That was Coach Curiel. Was arguing because Art Green called him out at first. So he was arguing like, well, which one is it?
Right.
But obviously the home plate umpire is going to...
Called foul. I mean,
yeah, he called it foul, so nothing after that really matters.
And I don't know if his mechanics are you supposed to watch the home plate umpire on that one foul because he saw the ball continue down over. He's supposed to, his mechanics watch first base, you know?
I really just think that he wanted that out.
No. And there's a foul. The 0-2 struck him out. Wow.
Reyes has been looking really good on the mound for the Trojans, especially after that first inning. Really the first 2 batters of that inning. You know, he's locating his pitches really well, and he sits down the 3-hole hitter.
First pitch is in for strike 1 to Castillo. He struck out looking his first at bat.
That's the key, Doug. Reyes is getting out in front early, getting ahead of the count. It's a recipe for success.
Hard down the line, grabbed up by the first man, foul.
Oh.
Art Green was clear with his call. He was clear with his call. De Los Santos had it.
I don't know about that one, though.
I love how the fans are. You need to talk about it. No, he was pretty adamant with his call. And that's going to be fielded. That's a fair ball. And now it's out. So no matter what's happened so far, they've been able to get the Ray Texans out. A foul ball hit by Ruiz, thrown over to first, and no, it was foul. And now Castillo with the 3 unassisted. There's 2 down. Bringing up Jaron Sandoval, who popped up to first base's first at bat.
Reyes is forcing a lot of weak contact. A lot of balls on the ground in the infield. That'll help him go longer into the ball game too.
First pitch low to ball 1 to Sandoval. Reyes. That's a base hit. Take what he give you, put it out on the left. Nice piece of hitting right there. Now a courtesy runner heading in is number 12. And let's look at the number there. Number 12 is Jason Vela. So a 2-out hit brings up left fielder number 11, Luke Wyrick, who grounded out to second his first at bat.
Luke Wyrick to bat.
Throw to first. They're going to play much closer attention and not get picked off first again. At least going to do a little bit better job of not getting picked off, or at least to attempt not to get picked off, right?
Yeah, that's how they ended the last inning. Reyes tried to get him again.
And it's not a big lead.
Yeah, it's a small lead, though.
And it gets away. Vela will hustle down to second base on the pass ball. So 1-0 count to Wyrick.
Yeah, just off the tip of the glove of Ortiz, through the legs. Now puts a runner in scoring position for the Texans with 2 outs, and that 2-out single might mean a little bit more now.
Well, the runner in scoring position, a base hit possibly brings him home. It's 1-1. I mean, typically, it depends on where it is. If it's a traditional base hit, that's going to bring the run home, especially if Vela appears to have some wheels. That sun's starting to go down over there a while ago. It was ducking behind some clouds, but for the moment, it looked like De Los Santos was having to protect his face from it, same as Reyes on the mound when the throw back from third. Like, oof, I didn't see that for a moment. High, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 Moody over Ray here in the top half of the 4th inning. one game tomorrow. Another one tonight. I think that move right there, if you're going to step up, I think you have to throw. My personal thing. I'd like to speed the game up, and we were talking about that throughout the course.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those things. If you're
Like
going to step off, throw it.
Like a new rule, you're saying.
Yes. And I did drop a couple of my my thoughts. That ball's hit up in the air, back to Cano in center field. And he makes the grab for the third out. The Texans get a runner on. They leave him stranded. 2-1 Moody going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Stay with us.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I didn't know it was a blood cancer. It's one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time, and I didn't feel like eating. This can feel scary, but if you know what to look for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you can get in touch with Blood Cancer United. They were there for me, and they can be there for you too.
Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. Doug and Marcos with you on this Friday evening. Game number one of a doubleheader. Game two, first pitch set for 8 o'clock. The Alice Coyotes coming to town to take on the Miller Bucks. Good one here so far. 2-1, Moody leading the Ray Texans. Ray is on an 11-game win streak coming into tonight's game. And there's a ton of people here on this Friday night. A lot more than I expected to see so far early going for this first game.
The center fielder, Braden Cano.
Leading off is center fielder number 1, Braden Cano, who struck out his first at-bat, followed by Christian Garza and A.J. Ortiz. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up here, bottom 4. Curveball hung up in the air a little bit and stays high for ball 1. Sandoval's next offering. Fouled away. He has not given anybody a really good opportunity to hit anything hard today either.
Not particularly.
Richard Nava from the law.
Just trying to protect the plate. Fouls that back.
The hardest hit ball I think off of him was probably in the first inning whenever he had that comebacker that tipped off of his glove.
Right.
And then off of the infield umpire, Art Green.
That slipped on him. Ball 2. Was it LeBlanc that hit that one? Or was it Patron?
Yes, it was.
Okay. That ball's hit hard. Hanging up in the air, calling everybody off and coming in to make the grab for the Ray Texans is Gutierrez.
Oh, you know what? It was Padron.
Now, they will bring up second baseman, Christian Garza.
And that's F9. There's one away. Brings up second baseman number 7, Christian Garza. Hit by pitch, his first at bat. Fouled into the stands. Caught by Dad. Did you hear him? Sign him up. And that's the ball they get to keep. How about that? And that's a lazy little fly. Long, long run. Can they get there? Is it fair?
No.
As soon as I was tracking it, it drifted behind the pole that's in front of my vision this way. That's why I was relying on you. 0-2.
And it drifted just foul, but first base umpire, Mr. Green, was right on it. Went just about over his head.
Inside again. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, fouled out, fouled off and out of play.
There's another foul ball that are being sponsored by Rudy Foot, 6 alumni, and Richard Nava from the law group.
The 1-2 pitch. Going to be 1-2 again. It's fouled back to the netting. I'm going to bring in a handful of baseballs, bring that one back off the net. Looking forward to next week versus Ray versus Veterans Memorial. That's going to be a fun series, Marcos. Inside again for ball 2.
Yeah, the two, I guess, co-number 1 teams right now. They're tied for first place.
Well, technically, Ray is up 11-2. Ray Vets is 10-2.
Well, yeah.
Got him looking.
Great job by Sandoval, freezing him with the fastball. It was a long at bat, multiple fouled pitches, but Sandoval gets the job done. But yeah, I guess Ray did end up playing. They have played one more game, so they do have the lead.
AJ Ortiz fouls first pitch off. Strike 1. But the potential for the district championship is next week. You know, obviously both teams want to win both and be the outright champ. First pitch or next pitch for Sandoval's outside, ball 1. Worst case scenario, they split their co-champs. So you got to win one no matter what. You got to think, no matter what, I got to win one. Sandoval nails the outside corner, strike 2. Looked a little low, but Hernandez probably bought him that strike call. With that movement back up into the zone, snapping of the wrist.
But really, if Ray wants to be in that position, they got to take care of business tonight.
You're right. Gets away. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the Trojans are putting up a fight. They've been competitive tonight. Not going down easy. They took advantage of the opportunities that they were given in the first inning. To this point, it's been enough.
Right back up the middle. Fielded. Fires over to first. Got him. 3 up, 3 down. Score remains Moody 2, Ray 1. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Stay with us.
This April, your drive makes a difference. During our Drive for Driscoll event, every time you take a test drive at any Sames location in Laredo, Corpus Christi, or across the Rio Grande Valley,
we'll donate $10 to Driscoll Children's Hospital.
No purchase necessary, just drive. Help us support the children and families who need it most. Visit Sames this April and drive for Driscoll. Let's drive for smiles.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, thank you to our sponsors tonight, our friends at AEP Texas, FX Game Exchange, G-Tech Communications, and the Taggart Motor Group. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting our high school softball and baseball coverage this season. Absolutely fantastic. Got a message in from one of the Veterans Memorial Eagles dads. Says, hang on. they have Alice after Ray. The Veterans Memorial does. So
there's games to be played afterwards.
Yeah, but I was saying, but potential is like, hey, just give me info. He's right, and I have that looked up and made sure that I had it. But looking forward to how these two teams have played is what we're talking about between Ray and Veterans Memorial. That is a clash for year in, year out. It's an instant classic, but it's also for the district championship because they're
so
arguably
the
two best teams.
Yeah.
1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, year in and year out. Veterans seem to have the advantage over the last 3 or 4 seasons. Ethan Garza leading things off. And it's right down the line. He's going to hustle. Is it going to stay fair? And it does not. We appreciate Rudy Hernandez watching tonight and all of you being part of the broadcast, whether you're listening on Keys or watching on the MIC Sports Network. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Garza grounded out to third, his first at bat tonight. Oh, what a nice pitch that was. Reyes is ahead now, 0-2, and he's done that quite a few times so far in this ballgame. Right, been ahead, been ahead, been ahead.
That's been the struggle of the Texans hitters. They've been behind in the count basically every single at-bat so far.
And again, jammed it, just trying to muscle it out, and it's not hit very hard, and grabbed by Garza for out number 1. Brings it up the right fielder number 2, Jason Gutierrez, who lined out to first base's first at bat.
And that's the benefit of being ahead in the count is Reyes is able to work a little bit off the plate with that fastball. And then if you're Garza, you still want to protect because that pitch is close enough, but it's not really anything that you could work with and to drive a baseball, to get a hit like that. So really just an excellent job by Reyes.
Fouled away, strike 1.
I mean, we're not seeing. I mean, he only has 1 strikeout on the day. Does Reyes?
He has 2.
He has 2.
One in the first, Castillo was called out looking.
Oh, you're right.
Yes. Ruiz out swinging.
I miscounted.
Oh, good. 1, 2, close enough.
But 2 strikeouts through 4 1/3 is it's not many, but it does not equate to how effective he's been.
Again, fouling it off.
And another 0-2 count. Sound like a broken record, but you can't emphasize enough how important that is. Because now, I mean, he could do whatever he wants. He has 4 balls to work with, you know, and he could mess around, throw a little bit of off speed here, change up the timing, work a little bit off the plate, hopefully get the batter to chase, or he could just throw a really well-located fastball.
Nice hit right there. Out into right field for Jason Gutierrez.
And that was not a well-located fastball. That was a fastball over the heart of the plate, and Gutierrez roped it into the outfield. Good piece of hitting right there, and off of a little bit of a mistake from Reyes.
Isaiah Solis doubled his first at-bat, and then he was picked off, so to speak. He was thrown out at second. He had too big of a lead after MJ Vela hit a ground ball back to the pitcher.
To short.
That's right, I did. I need to change that mark on there. I put a 1-3, sorry. It needs to be a 6-3. But he reached the fielder's choice. But then he was picked off. He reached on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, he reached.
That was right. Trevino had a great opportunity. It rolls past the glove, and it's going to the wall. Heading around third, got the green light. Hustling all the way into third base with a triple and an RBI. We're tied.
Just out of the reach of the diving glove of Landon Trevino, and that one rolls all the way to the wall for the RBI triple.
I say right now, early early player of the game would be Isaiah Solis.
Yeah, he's been huge for them in that 9-hole slot.
A double and a triple.
That is whenever you're making your lineup card, you don't really expect that level of production, but whenever you could get it,
right?
Boy, oh boy, what a pleasant surprise!
First pitch is low and away. Ball 1 to MJ Vela.
Whenever the bottom of your lineup is working like that, it's a winning formula.
Okay, hypothetical for you here.
Yep.
If you were the head coach, manager of a club, would you put your lineup traditionally, like you see teams do, strongest hitter at the cleanup spot, so-and-so and so-and-so, and I'll finish here in a second. Lays down the bunt. The run comes home. And he got him out at first. And now they're going to go talk. Coach Ruiz wants to ask him to at least come home and talk about it. I'm going to say he tied the runner. I think the home ump might have a different opinion. We'll wait and see. They're going to stick with the out. And what was that? A
3 unassisted, technically, right? Because he slid. He fielded and then he slid foot first, trying to get the out.
Okay.
And they're saying that he clipped the bag.
Here's Josh Hernandez, who doubled and flied out.
But the run did come across.
So it's 3-2 Ray. Waiting on the first pitch for Hernandez. So I'll continue my question here to you here. Hernandez pops that up. It's a long, long run. Is it drifting fair, foul? Caught on the line. Wow. On an F7 to end it. But the Texans add 2 runs. They lead 3-2. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Stay with us.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed,
I'm Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably haven't heard about us yet, but you will. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've won Caller Time's Best of the Best the last 3 years in a row. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we are battling for justice and winning for the community.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
From the city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
Ask me, Marcos, if he were a head coach or a manager, would you stay with a traditional lineup batting order with your strongest guy being the 4th, or would you be a little more creative and a little more flexible with your lineup, like staggering a guys like good, space them out, like 1, 3, 5, 7, kind of work it around so you have a good, no matter what you do, you've got a strong hitter.
Yeah, you're starting to see, I think, kind of a new age ideology of lineup creation, especially at the big league level. You're starting to see a lot of teams putting their best hitter in the 2 slot, which traditionally the 3-hole was probably your best hitter. Your 4-hole was kind of your RBI guy. But we're starting to see a little bit of change. We're even seeing some teams put a good hitter in the 9-hole as kind of a second leadoff man.
Right. Because no matter what, you want your best. You're going to put your best 9 out there.
Yeah.
No matter what. Now, you're typically, traditionally, over the years growing up, the 9-hole hitter has always been not been as good as your best hitter. Jammed off the bat. Castillo makes the run. Had to get out of the way of the Moody base coach, but there's 1 out. Nice concentration on that one. Here's Ernesto Gonzalez he's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Just curious how you would do that. But your personal opinion, what would you do?
I think it depends really on the personnel and what your team looks like. And because I don't think you could be too cookie cutter as a manager or as a head coach, you know, because not every year, every roster is going to look different.
Oh. Didn't look like it was going to cross the plate, but Sandoval's curveball just at the last moment says, okay.
Yeah, that was a beauty. Placed just on the outside corner, splitting the black.
Again, jammed off and fouled off out of play.
And I think it's...
I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
I might stagger mine. I might, because no matter what, you want guys to get on. And the reason we're bringing all this up because the 9-hole hitter for the Ray Texans is 2 for 2 tonight. Ground ball to Garza. Firing it over to first. It's high. Got the tag on him. Castillo has done a nice job of that. Whether he is pulled off the bag, he is bringing that arm down, swinging it around in a motion to get the tag.
Yeah, and we got a really good view of that on the MICSportsNetwork.com. If you're listening on Keys, check out the live stream as you can see Aaron Castillo doing a great job applying that tag. It was a bang-bang play, but he got the glove on him.
There's JJ De Los Santos. Fouls that off into the stands over there on the, I guess, the pitching or the batting cages over by the Alice Coyotes. Strike number 1. Alice with the burnt orange tops tonight. Miller off to the side. Strike 2. Sandoval might be feeling a little bit of relief now that his team has a 1-run lead. I don't think it's enough right now, the way Moody's been playing. Hard hit ball, and that's out into right field. De Los Santos with his first hit of the game. Brings up Neo Vega.
Very quiet dugouts tonight.
Yes.
I was kind of thinking about that because the crowd has been pretty lively, you know.
Yes.
You could hear it on a crowd mic.
And I'm not really cranking it a lot tonight.
It's not very loud, but both dugouts have been very quiet.
High curveball, ball 1.
I think we saw that was kind of an issue for the Texans early on, and Coach Ruiz, you know, had a little team meeting halfway through this ball game to kind of rally the troops because the energy was kind of lacking.
Like, hey, let's go. Rears back and fires a fastball in for strike 1. It's 1-1. You know, we're already making plans for our football magazine.
That's awesome. The magazines turned out great.
That ball's popped up and out of play for strike 2. You can get your copy. I've got a handful with me here in the truck tonight. If you're in and around the ballpark, I've got some more for you guys. And then, of course, you can always go online to our website and check it out. Over 26,000 views. Struck him out. It's going to end the inning. The Trojans leave a man stranded. Ray leads 3-2. It's heading to the top of the 6th inning.
I'm Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably haven't heard about us yet, but you will. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've won Caller Time's Best of the Best the last 3 years in a row. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we are battling for justice and winning for the community.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
From the city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your time. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming,
the collectively cool,
the creatively curious,
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Back here at Campus Field. It's top of the 6th inning. Due up for the Ray Texans, O.J. Ruiz, Aaron Castillo, and Jaron Sandoval, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, due up once again for the Ray Texans.
To lead off the top half of the 6th inning for the Ray Texans, third baseman.
This might be one of those games where these managers, the head coaches, leave the lineups in where they are. You know, we saw that game against Miller where it's at the 2nd inning. Coach Ruiz replaced everybody to get everybody some playing time. You don't remember that?
I'm sorry, I was locked in on O.J. Ruiz. He's been twiddling with that like elbow guard this entire time. I was trying to figure out what he's doing. He's called timeout now.
Right. He's 0
Could
for
you
2.
repeat what you were saying?
He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout.
The lineup cards like changing things up a little bit?
No. Yeah, I'm saying this is one of those games where we might see these players,
Yeah,
all the
I could
starters,
see
go
that.
the distance. Wow. He got a hold of that one.
I was into the softball area, I believe.
Wow. Way
Foul,
past
though.
the ticket booth.
Yeah.
Somebody over there like, where'd this come from? Gee whiz, he knocked the snot out of that ball. Hard hit over to third, foul. And Vega knew it too.
Well, if the one earlier in the ballgame was foul, then that one was definitely
Right.
foul.
We invite you guys that are listening here on Keys to check us out at MICSportsNetwork.com.
Well, Reyes is getting in on the hands of Ruiz, and he's turning on it, just not able to, and getting good contact as well, just not able to put it in the field of play.
Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. KEYS Corpus Christi.
Well, yeah, he was trying to work off of those fastballs that he was throwing, like I said, in and off the plate, going with the slider or curveball. Outside off the plate, just missed the spot.
One ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off again. Hey, did you
Did I?
Did you do your taxes yet?
Oh, man. I haven't.
I don't know what you're waiting on.
I don't know what I'm waiting on either, Doug.
Maybe Christmas?
I don't know. I'm not waiting that long. They'll be on my doorstep before then.
It's coming up soon. The only reason I brought it in is I have
Yeah.
some of the things we use. They keep saying, hey, what are you going to do about your taxes? I'm like, goes outside for ball 2. Ours have already been done, and I believe they've already been sent off. So
Good.
Trying to work ahead on that, you know?
Yeah, I'll probably do it myself online.
Ball 3. Full count.
We all know Uncle Sam don't mess around about their money.
No. No.
Ruiz, long at bat here.
Very long. And after that, puts it right back up the middle.
Well, he was struggling to get those balls on the inner half of the play into fair territory. Does a great job shooting his hands through, and that one gets right back up the middle for a base knock after a very long at bat.
Probably, what, 10 pitches?
Yeah, and Ruiz gets the leadoff man on as Castillo takes a sign over from Coach Ruiz over at third base.
And Castillo's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Reyes, throw back, and Ruiz is safely trying to not trip over himself with De Los Santos. Our friend Chris Thomason down over there getting some footage for this game tonight. There's strike one on the inside corner.
Yeah, and he's been there for about 2 hours, so he'll probably have a full highlight reel.
Oh, I'm sure he's doing that, but I have a feeling, I think he's heading over to the west side of this complex for that game coming up between Carroll and Vets here. I would. If that was my gig, I would definitely go back and do that, cover it. Because that's for the district championship, basically. Carroll at what, 14-0? Something like that?
I don't know if they've lost in district.
They have not.
Yeah.
A big hack from Castillo on an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, it looked like a great changeup. Started out at about the knees of Castillo and then broke down and below the zone, and Castillo was taking a huge hack. Reyes ahead now 0-2.
Low and heading down to second base is O.J. Ruiz.
Reyes went back to that same pitch, but this time it gets in the dirt. Ruiz with a great jump and a great read off of that. The second that ball hit the dirt, he was gone. No chance at getting him at second.
Sandoval on deck for the Texans. Nobody out here in the top half of the sixth inning. And timeout called. I had a feeling this one would go 7 tonight. Just because of the 1-0 victory on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. I was not imagining
the way they played.
A run rule.
No.
And we said earlier, Moody's been competitive even in their losses. They're not getting run over.
No.
This would be a huge staple win for Moody as they're trying to fight for playoff position. Many of those teams around the middle of the standings have been able to steal a game here or there from veterans, from Ray, from Gregory Portland. No doubt Moody is going to need to do something like that if they want to squeak into the playoffs.
That ball's hit back deep, but not deep enough as Cano makes the grab in center. Tagging up from second and heading over to third is O.J. Ruiz. A long fly ball to move the runners up 90 feet, bringing up Jaron Sandoval. George Batchelor coming up. Looks like he's going to pinch hit for Wyrick. He's on deck.
Brings up the pitcher, Jaron Sandoval.
The lights are on. As the sun is starting to set. Well, close play. Ortiz firing it back down to third base. O.J. Ruiz was hustling down and then had to hustle back.
Yeah, you want to be careful with that one behind the plate, though. Don't want to give a free run. Infield in.
Strike one. Sandoval squared up to bunt on the first pitch from Reyes. Pulled the bat back, and I think Moody was expecting that. That might be the cat and mouse game going on between Ruiz and Curiel.
Well, they had a safety squeeze that worked earlier. It brought in the run.
And hit it out into the gap. Is going to drop for a base hit. RBI single for Jaron Sandoval, helping out his cause on the mound, too. Sandoval with back-to-back singles in back-to-back at-bats.
Runner at first, 1 out.
He's possible player of the game, do you think?
I mean, hey, 2 for 3 at the plate, and then he's really settled in on the mound as well. Definitely a possibility.
4 strikeouts in the game. 1 walk. He's hit 1 batter.
George Bachelor pitching for White.
Bachelor stepping into lefty. First pitch is outside, ball 1. And Jason, who is that? Sorry, that is not. That is my bad. It is Jason Vela running. There's the inside corner, strike 1. 1-1 to count. 1 out. Ray leading 4-2 now. Hard hit, fair ball. Bachelor hustling around first. Vela has the go-ahead from third. RBI double, pinch hit, George Bachelor.
A pinch hit double brings in the run. And the Ray Texans offense has came alive. We were talking about how great Reyes was for so long in this ball game. But it's hard to keep this Ray Texans offense down, and that is why, one of the many reasons why, they are the number 24th ranked team in the state of Texas.
And that's all for Reyes. Is Joe Curiel coming out. Wyrick is now going to run for himself. Make sense?
Yeah. So Bachelor came in, pinch hit, got the double. And then Wyrick going back in to pinch run and back on defense.
I thought he was going to pull him for sure. I figured that's what he would do right now, but I guess it's just to come out to get a quick mound visit going. Give us a quick opportunity to say thank you to the sponsors, and that's our friends at AEP Texas, FX Game Exchange, G-Tech Communications, and the Taggart Motor Group. Appreciate you guys so much.
I love that the Sandlot like jazz thing right there.
Here's Ethan Garza. Quick little mound visit for Reyes. 5-2 now, Ray leading. That ball's hit. That's a long way. It's into the gap. 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hops off the wall. Wyrick rounds third, comes home. Heading into third, here's the throw. They got him. Wow. So he has an RBI. But Garza thrown out on an 8-5 put out. And that's 2 away.
Well, they hit the cutoff too, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. You can go look and think. I don't remember seeing the cutoff. Maybe he did. Maybe it was Trevino out there. They did it. I just saw the ball coming. I was watching the runner cross home, and then I watched come back around, so I saw the throw coming in.
Great contact, though, by Garza. He hit that one very hard, gave that ball a ride.
Here's Gutierrez. Ball 1. Did it?
Yeah, they hit the cutoff.
Okay, my bad then. It was so then it's an 8-6-5.
Yep. Great relay.
Hanging in the air, a long run coming up and making the grab is Gonzalez for the third and final out. But the Ray Texans add 3 more runs here in the top half of the 6th inning. They lead the Moody Trojans 6-2. Bottom 6 on the way. Stay with us.
This April, your drive makes a difference. During our Drive for Driscoll event, every time you take a test drive at any Sames location in Laredo, Corpus Christi, or across the Rio Grande Valley,
we'll donate $10 to Driscoll Children's Hospital.
No purchase necessary, just drive. Help us support the children and families who need it most. Visit Sames this April. And drive for Driscoll. Let's drive for smiles.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
We're back here at Cavness Field. I'm Doug Kester alongside Marcos Marroquin, and great able and ability for Marcos to be able to go find that. When you take your eyes off the play for just a moment to watch another thing, you see that throw come in. That was a great pickup by Marcos on that. Of course, a great relay from Moody to get that runner. Trying to get an extra base. It is 6-2. Ray leading Moody here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gael LeBlanc, Eragon Padron, and Braden Cano, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for Moody. Sandoval back out on the mound. Gets a swing and a miss from LeBlanc. And actually, I think he made a little contact because the umpire gave the hole.
Mm-hmm. Straight back into the glove of Hernandez.
Strike one. Strike two.
The batter, the right fielder, Gael LeBlanc.
Sandoval's really been rolling here since the 1st inning. Gave up those 2 runs and 3 hits. Since then, he's given up 1 hit, no runs.
Got him swinging, my goodness. 5th strikeout of the ball game for Sandoval. Fastball, curveball.
Great pitch sequence. He's got that big curveball that's been working so well for him.
You know what I do like as well is I like the leg kick of his. The old school kind of kick the leg out. Oh, and that hit him. Second hit batter of the ballgame by Padron, heads down to first base. Brings up Cano. And we were talking early going on player of the game. We're looking at Solis. You know, he's 2 for 2. He has a double and a triple and an RBI, and I think that's going to be all for Sandoval. It is. And they're going to bring in Castillo. And I think they're going to straight swap.
Yep.
They are.
Sandoval's going to go over to first.
That's the way it looks. So thank you, sponsors, once again. This is a great opportunity to say thank you to AEP Texas, FX Game Exchange, G-Tech Communications, and Taggart Motor Group in Portland. AEP Texas providing power all over the Coastal Bend. FX Game Exchange. They buy, sell, trade video games. They can repair your old consoles. You can trade in some games and get some cash if you need them. They sell all kinds of cool stuff. G-Tech Communications, the official internet provider at our transmitter sites for our sister stations and what you're listening to right here on News Talk KEYS. And, of course, Taggart Motor Group, looking for a great deal on a vehicle. Check them out in Portland off Highway 181. So, no matter what happens right now at this point, Sandoval's on the line for the win, correct?
Unless Moody comes back, yes.
Right.
Yeah, unless Moody scores more than 6 runs. Because even if Ray comes back to win, and let's say they win 7-6, Sandoval would not get the win then. Very interesting how that
4-0 on the year.
Yeah, he's 4-0 in the year, 2-0 in district. So he's trying to get his 3rd district win of the season. which would be awesome for him. And, of course, this Texan team. Castillo, who's coming into the ball game, has a 2.03 ERA. He has a 5-win, 2-loss record in 9 appearances. Over his 31 innings pitched, he has given up 14 hits, 9 earned runs, 20 walks, but he does have 33 strikeouts. So a good strikeout to walk ratio for that young man. He's limiting runs, working pretty efficiently on the mound. So it's a good arm that the Texans are going to try to lock this one up.
There's Braden Cano. Correct? Or did they replace him?
I thought I saw number 1.
It is number 1. It's Cano. First pitch from Castillo's outside, ball 1.
Padron would be accounted towards Sandoval if he were to come around to score.
Ground ball makes it. No, it does not. What a great pickup and throw. Vela with a nice grab.
A nice grab to say the least with that diving stop. Amazing play by Vela. Turns what I thought was going to be a base hit into out number 2.
It brings up Christian Garza, who was hit by a pitch and struck out looking. One of the 5 strikeouts from Sandoval. That's off the end of the bat, now out of play.
Well, this sponsor's really...
Yeah, they got their money's worth tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, a lot of foul balls tonight. This has been a very active game.
Do you remember how many Castillo's pitches inside for ball 1, 1-1? On average, how many balls are used in a high school game?
I have no idea. I have no idea. They try to recycle them, you know, keep
Sure.
reusing them. They usually send some guys in the dugout or some trainers or whoever's not doing anything at the moment to go get them.
Fouled out of play again. But I mean, like those that are hit out of their, you know.
Honestly, I have no idea.
We've gone through a bunch. I would say at least 20
At, like,
that are out as souvenirs
today?
tonight.
Yeah, at least 20. Probably more.
One ball, 2 strikes. High fastball. Out of the zone for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Castillo takes his time, fires it, rips it into the bullpen.
Castillo missed just off of the plate the pitch before, and he tries to go to that same spot high and away. This time, Garza fouls it off. And a good decision. I think that one would have rung him up if it went to the glove.
Struck him out. Wow. Got him swinging to end the inning. It's 6-2. Ray leading over Moody. Top of 7th coming up. Stay with us.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I didn't know it was a blood cancer. It's one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time, and I didn't feel like eating. This can feel scary, but if you know what to look for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you can get in touch with Blood Cancer United. They were there for me, and they can be there for you too.
To the action, South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cavanis Field. Top of the 7th inning, and due up for the Ray Texans.
It's Isaiah Solis.
Yes.
He's got a double and that RBI triple in which he came around to score for as well. He's been huge for them today and really started the 2-inning, I guess, the 5th and 6th inning rally that the Texans went on, where they put 5 runs in those 2 innings against Reyes, and Reyes is still in this one.
Reyes nails the outside corner, strike 1 to Solis. So I would imagine, since we're at 7:24 here at the top of the 7th inning, we have the bottom still to go, that we will not start at 8 for game 2.
No shot.
Strike 2. Unless this thing ends in the next 5 minutes. You know?
No.
It could.
It could.
Line shot, 1 hopped into the glove, firing over, 1 out. To second base, and Garza throws to De Los Santos. Back to the top of the order, and is number 21. 21 is Jacoby Gomez. Here in the 7th. Outside, ball 1. And this might be one of those ones, get some guys some at-bats, pinch hit. If they can do great, good. If not, don't prolong this ball game any longer than you have to. Fouled away. Strike 1, 1-1.
Gomez hitting .250 on the year in 56 at-bats, 66 plate appearances.
Low ball 2.
Walked 5 times, got hit by pitch 4 times.
That's a base hit. The second time tonight, Coach Ruiz has sent a pinch hitter in. And the second time tonight, the pinch hitter is delivered.
Yeah, he's pulling the strings, and he's pulling them well. Great job right there, coming off the bench when you're sitting there for 6 innings. Now we come up, your number's called, and you deliver, and Vela gets put back into the game to pinch run for him.
There's the first pitch now to Josh Hernandez. Is strike 1 on the outside corner. Throw to first. Of course, he's back safely. 0-1 the count. One away here in the top of the half of the 7th with the Ray Texans leading Moody 6-2. Fouled off and out of play. Strike 2. Moody led all the way till the top half of the 5th inning.
Yeah, I mean, they
2-1.
They were in control for a majority of this ball game. But Sandoval, as we mentioned, kind of closed the door on this offense after that first inning. And Moody just really hasn't been able to get it back going. Like I said earlier, only one hit for the Trojan offense since the first inning. And Reyes was dominant for a stretch as well before the Texans offense came alive.
That ball's popped up in the air. It's a long fly. LeBlanc giving chase for it. Makes the grab in foul territory for out number 1 and hustling down to second base. And the throw gets away. But a nice backup job. Keeps him there. Hernandez with an F9. There's 2 down. And it brings up number 6, O.J. Ruiz. So we're going to lean pretty much for Sandoval as player of the game?
We'll have to look at it. He's got a great argument.
Solis is 2 for 3. Double and a triple. Scored a run. RBI. 5 strikeouts. Reyes really taking his time now. High and inside for ball 1. I was looking forward to seeing both London and Vets play tomorrow. That game was initially scheduled for here. Moved to London for a noon pitch. Same as the game we're covering with Flower Bluff and King tomorrow. Your old alma mater.
Yeah, Flower Bluff. And my mother went to King.
Your dad did too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Reyes going at his own pace.
Ground ball over to third. Dropped it, bobbled it, fires it over. In time to get the third and final out of the inning. A nice throw from Vega over to De Los Santos to end it on a 5-3 put out on the top half of the 7th inning. The Texans get a runner on. They leave him stranded. Last 3 outs coming up for the Moody Trojans. Stay with us.
I'm Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably haven't heard about us yet, but you will. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've won Caller Time Best of the Best the last 3 years in a row. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we are battling for justice and winning for the community.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
From the city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your power.
We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming,
the collectively cool,
the creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabness. It's the bottom of the 7th inning and the last opportunity coming up for the Moody Trojans. Ray leads 6-2. Ray scored a run in the top half of the first. Moody scored 2 in the bottom of the first and led all the way till the 5th inning. Ray added 2 runs, took a 3-2 lead, and added 3 runs in the 6th inning. Brings us to our 6-2 score. And here for the last hurrah for the Moody Trojans in this ballgame. Moody's 1-4 in their last 5 games. However, looking at simply at just a box score or a schedule and a record is not an indicator of how well they have played.
No, I completely agree with that.
This is A.J. Ortiz, then back to Trevino and Gonzalez, the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for Moody here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Balboa pinching for.
It's number 15.
Number 15, Balboa.
Balboa is what he said?
Yes, Balboa.
Swing and a miss from Balboa. Down goes Balboa. Sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not in the out, but, you know. Strike 2 from.
But he is down to 2 strikes. It's a big at-bat here. The Trojans want to get back in this one.
And then Balboa gets hit and heads down to first base.
Well, if anything.
Remember, it's not how hard you get hit. It's if you can get back up.
Yeah. And he trotted his way over to first base.
Landon Trevino.
Well, nobody out. Hard chopper over to Ruiz. Second, fires over to first. Double play. Wow. What is it? A 5, 4, 4, 3 put out. Wow. Here's Ernest Gonzalez, who is flied out, grounded out, and grounded out.
What a great job by the Texans defense stepping up when Castillo needs them to put 2 outs on the board.
Castillo is going inside. He's not having a lot of good command on those pitches inside. They're sailing on him a little bit. Low and away, ball 2.
Yeah, seems to be losing his command a little bit.
And there he gets strike 1.
And I think he got some help from Hernandez behind the plate.
Strike 2.
I think he got some help again by Josh Hernandez, making those look real pretty, framing them up for the umpire.
Strike 3, got him looking, ends the ball game. Ray comes back, being down, wins game 1 of our doubleheader tonight. 6-2 the final score. Ray improves to 12-2 in district play, 22-6 overall. Setting up a interesting 2 games coming up next week, right back here at Cavness Field against Veterans Memorial. Appreciate everybody listening to us so far on this ballgame night. So long on the MIC Sports Network. Play of the game. We're going to go Sandoval?
Sandoval.
All right, let's do it. Marcus will go talk to him here in a second. We'll have game 2. Allison Miller coming up here in just a little bit.